Hello, and welcome to the Codex Necronomicon, your ultimate source for an in-depth exploration of the vast and fascinating lore within the Warhammer 40k universe. We embark on a journey with a deep dive into the dark heart of Ork culture. Our quest is to construct the most comprehensive archive of Warhammer 40k lore. We begin our series dedicated to all things Orkish. Starting in March, we'll be releasing regular chapters that illuminate the enigmas and delve into the abyssal depths of Orkish culture. From the mysterious origins of the Orks to the intricate details of their society, biology, and ecology, no stone will be left unturned. We'll delve into the lives of notable Orks, explore their impact on the Warhammer 40k narrative, and dissect major events that have shaped the course of Orkish history. We launch our endeavor with March of the Orks. Brace yourselves for a relentless march into the heart of Ork culture, a journey that promises to unveil untold stories, hidden lore, and the sheer might of the Green Tide. So if you're as excited about the Warhammer 40k universe as we are, if you're eager to march alongside us through the depths of Ork lore, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us, and together, we can make March of the Orks an unforgettable chapter in the vast saga of Warhammer 40k. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey, and let the march to war begin. In the vast, unfathomable expanse of the Warhammer 40k universe, where countless races vie for dominance amidst the stars, there exists a force of nature as ancient as it is relentless, the Orks. Today we explore the very essence of Orkhood, a race not born of natural evolution but engineered for a singular purpose: war. With their green-skinned visage and unruly demeanor, the Orks stand as an integral force, shaping the very fabric of a universe steeped in conflict. Orks, occupying a unique niche in the cosmic order of Warhammer 40k, are an enigma, a race not born of natural evolution, but engineered for a specific and unyielding purpose: war. Unlike the stoic Imperium of Man or the enigmatic Eldar, the Orks do not seek restoration of a lost age or pursue a path of mystical enlightenment. Their desires are simpler, yet infinitely more complex in their implications. To understand the Orks is to grasp the very essence of war itself. In the unyielding expanse of a galaxy that shows no mercy to the concept of stability, a singular race emerges, defying the relentless chaos, and not merely enduring but thriving against insurmountable odds. This exceptional species stands as the very embodiment of triumph, purposefully crafted for the perpetual war that shapes its very essence. Despite their outwardly primitive demeanor and seemingly modest cunning, these beings have asserted themselves as the most victorious race ever encountered by humanity. Amidst the ruins of civilizations that boasted sophistication a thousandfold beyond, the haphazard constructions of the Orks resound with a thunderous resilience, ever advancing forward in an unwavering march. On initial inspection, the Orks may present themselves as a disorganized horde, a chaotic assemblage of barbaric warriors seemingly devoid of strategy or discipline. However, beneath this savage exterior lies a society with an instinctual comprehension of the art of warfare. Each Ork is a born warrior, with their entire culture revolving around an unquenchable thirst for battle. This fervent desire for conflict is not a matter of choice, but rather a genetic imperative etched into their very DNA by their ancient creators, the Old Ones. The Old Ones, architects of life and weavers of the cosmic tapestry, engineered the Orks as the ultimate soldiers to combat the encroaching darkness of the Necrons and their Satan masters. This ancient war, fought millions of years before humanity's first breath, left indelible marks upon the galaxy, with the Orks being one of its most enduring legacies. While the Eldar were crafted with grace, psychic might, and a deep connection to the warp, the Orks were designed for resilience, aggression, and a singular focus on warfare. The physiology of the Orks is a fascinating and terrifying tapestry, a paradox characterized by the seamless integration of two symbiotic organisms intricately bound by genetic links. One component mirrors the fauna found across the vast galaxy, while the other embodies a fungal eukaryotic entity permeating an individual Ork's bloodstream and skin. The animalistic facet carries genetic information specific to an Ork subspecies, whereas the fungal counterpart seems to encompass the genetic essence of the entire race. Remarkably, the fungal aspect unveils an array of peculiar properties, showcasing a genetic memory, a form of biosynthesis, latent psychic capabilities, and a rapid recovery mechanism from injuries. The Orks' ability to endure extreme punishment stands as the defining trait of their race. They exhibit almost no sensitivity to pain, enduring even the most gruesome injuries with ease, and possess the capacity to recover from nearly any non-fatal wound. Intriguingly, the Orks show a resilience that defies conventional understanding. Accounts abound of Orks not merely surviving, but thriving after being severed and reassembled. Stories of them stitched back together after being cut apart. Even beheaded Orks, their heads reattached to their own or another's body, have made full recoveries. This remarkable regenerative ability is further accentuated by their seemingly inexhaustible capacity to flourish in adversity. Unlike other species that would weaken over time under constant physical harm, Orks not only withstand grievous wounds with minimal long-term consequences, displaying only superficial scars, but also undergo physical development proportional to the inflicted damage. Adding to their extraordinary physical resilience, the average Ork towers over a man, their towering stature accentuated by a typical hunched stance. Orks experience continuous growth throughout their lives, with particularly successful individuals continuing to expand in both size and strength until they are eventually defeated. Remarkably, victorious Orks can attain sizes comparable to dreadnoughts, often augmented with ingenious mechanical claws and salvaged constructs, showcasing the eccentric and formidable nature common to their kind. The fusion of relentless physical development and remarkable regenerative capabilities paints a vivid picture of the indomitable nature of the Orks, making them a formidable force on the battlefield. The intricacies of Ork reproduction introduce a fascinating layer to their enigmatic biology, a process that remains barely understood, yet revolves around a unique kind of fungal spore. Unlike other races, Orks do not adhere to the conventional method of giving birth to offspring. Instead, they propagate through spores, unleashing a biological mechanism that ensures the seeds for future generations are sown with every fallen Ork. Throughout their violent lives, and notably at the moment of death, Orks release these spores into the environment. These microscopic agents of life then find their way underground, gestating in a plant-like womb. This subterranean nurturing environment serves as the cradle for the spores, a hidden realm where the essence of fallen Orks transforms into the potential for new life. The symbiotic relationship between the Orks and these spores gives rise to an entire ecosystem of Orkoid life, from the smallest snotlings to the industrious Gretchen, all germinating from the spores released in the perpetual cycle of warfare. This process of Ork reproduction, deeply woven into their very being, ensures their relentless spread and enduring dominance throughout the galaxy. From these spores emerge not only the Orks themselves, but also an entire supporting ecosystem that springs to life with astonishing speed. The first to grow are the squigs, a diverse group of creatures that serve a variety of roles within Ork society, from food sources to living ammunition. Following the squigs, the snotlings and Gretchen, diminutive Orkoid species, tend to the emerging Ork fungi and begin the process of establishing a nascent Ork settlement. These early stages of Ork ecosystem development are crucial, laying the foundations for the growth of a full Ork community. As the Ork fungi mature, they give rise to the rest of the higher Ork forms. These Orks grow rapidly, their development accelerated by the constant conflict and competition that defines Ork society. Despite their seemingly primitive nature, Ork society is underpinned by a complex psychic network. This collective psychic energy, known as the Warg, is both a source of strength and a means of unity. It is the Warg that allows their ramshackle technology to function, not through the principles of science as we understand them, but through sheer belief. In the hands of the Orks, a gun fires not because its mechanisms are sound, but because the Ork wielding it believes it will. This psychic phenomenon enables Orks to achieve levels of engineering and destruction that surpass conventional logic. The Ork philosophy, encapsulated in their rugged and unrefined culture, is a stark reflection of their simplistic and brutal approach to existence. Unlike other civilizations that have pondered profound questions, leading to their eventual corruption and downfall, such contemplations never occur to Orks in the first place. At the core of their belief system lies an unwavering principle: might makes right. Not a single Ork has ever doubted this fundamental tenet, making their unshakable self-belief perhaps the most perilous aspect of their nature. For the Orks, the universe is a straightforward and uncomplicated realm, devoid of the existential angst and worries that afflict most other races. They exhibit little recognition for abstract concepts like fate or destiny, and setbacks in their plans do not provoke frustration. Instead, they resiliently embrace a trial-and-error approach, often attempting different strategies after forgetting the details of their previous endeavors. Orks never engage in reflective contemplation about their own weaknesses. Rather, they make remarkable progress through a cycle of relentless battle and experimentation. The simple pleasures of an Ork's existence revolve around having someone to fight, someone larger to dictate their next target, and someone smaller to exert dominance over. In the world of the Orks, contentment is derived from war and killing. Their primary motivation centers around these primal pursuits, with the sole exception being their fervent desire to acquire even bigger and louder weapons or vehicles. In the universe, according to the Orks, life's complexities are stripped away, leaving behind a singular focus on martial pursuits and the relentless quest for supremacy on the battlefield. At the heart of Ork culture lies the concept of the Wa, a term that encapsulates both their martial campaigns and the psychic gestalt that fuels their society. An Ork Wa is a sight to behold, a tide of green-skinned warriors, tanks and aircraft, all moving as one towards a cacophony of destruction. It is in these moments of unbridled mayhem that the Orks find their purest expression, a race forged in the crucible of war, reveling in the chaos they were born to create. Within the rich tapestry of Ork culture, a Wa stands as the supreme manifestation of the divine will of their twin gods, Gork and Mork. Surprisingly, the Orks, a race that predominantly adheres to the philosophy of beating their enemies to death, have a religion that revolves around these two deities. The Orks, in their characteristic simplicity, believe in the worship of two gods, Gork, the deity of cunning brutality, and Mork, the god of brutal cunning. A nuanced distinction exists between the two, with Mork embodying the essence of striking when the opponent is least vigilant, while Gork represents the philosophy of hitting with greater force when the adversary is fully aware. The subtle interplay between these divine aspects adds an intriguing layer to Ork spirituality. Occasionally, Orks find themselves unable to recall which god is associated with which attribute, leading to disputes and skirmishes among them. This confusion only adds fuel to the chaos and growth of Ork society, as each confrontation strengthens their bonds and spurs the development of their anarchic community. As we delve deeper into the world of the Orks, we must prepare ourselves to encounter a race unlike any other in the Warhammer 40k universe. Their resilience, their joy in battle, and their indomitable spirit make them a formidable force, one that has shaped the galaxy in ways unseen by most. In the chapters to come, we will explore the origins of this green menace, their societal structures, legendary figures, and the mark they leave on the cosmos. The Orks remind us that in the grim darkness of the far future, there is not only war. There is also the laughter of thirsting gods, and none laugh louder or more heartily than the twin Ork deities, Gork and Mork. As we journey through their tumultuous history, we bear witness to the living legacy of the Old Ones, a race not bound by morality or ambition, but by an unquenchable desire for battle. The Orks, in their endless Wa, are not just participants in the galaxy's endless wars, they are in many ways its most fervent architects. Thank you, fellow seekers of Warhammer knowledge, for joining us on this journey into the heart of Orkdom today. We hope you found this chapter enlightening and entertaining, offering a glimpse into the relentless world of the Orks. But fear not, for our exploration is far from over. Make sure to join us again soon as we continue our March of the Orks, unveiling new facets of Ork society, unraveling legendary tales, and plumbing the depths of Warhammer 40k lore. The green tide awaits. Your support is vital in our quest to develop the ultimate Warhammer 40k lore channel. If you found value in today's content, please remember to like, subscribe, and activate notifications. At the conclusion of our Ork series, we're planning a grand finale. a long-form chapter that encapsulates our entire exploration of the Ork saga. The realization of this ambitious project depends greatly on your support. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. May your War be fearsome and your lore knowledge vast. Until next time on the Codex Necronomicon, where the march of the Orks continues.